coaches coming in, they think they know a ton about programming, and then you put them in front of 80 kids or athletes, and you find out that quickly doesn't work. It quickly doesn't mesh well, or you are giving them too much autonomy, or you just become a DJ. And I guess that'll lead into the next thing. Are you doing a couple things? Are you a CDCer or are you a DCDer? And I'll preface this by saying, with I use a lot of acronyms and trying to write a book. That's part of my professional acronym academy. But one, are you CDCer? First, I'll say first the DCDer. The DCDer is a DJ, right? They create conversations and they create distractions. So everyone knows that coach that just turns on the music. They walk around, they have conversations, and then all of a sudden they're distracting, and then the workout's gone a different route. The other route of that, a CDCer, would be somebody who's concentrating on coaching cue per minute, who is directing the lift or directing which the different coaching cues or different aspects of the lift or the direction or the energy audit of that lift, and then coordinating everything all together from the start and or the finish, right? So if you're doing one or the other, the session organization on that, you would want to be more of a CDCer, really. It's a bad acronym, but talking about session organization, from the beginning, a lot of times strength coaches, they'll have the card, they'll explain the lift at the beginning, they'll let them go, there'll be a DJ, and then at the end, they'll complain how bad it's gone. So you be an explainer and then a complainer, rather than, and I'll use, I guess, a couple military terms, a briefer at the beginning. When you explain things, hopefully they understand it, but when you brief, you should be briefing in a simple way to where they're understanding all of it, right? Mm-hmm. And or you need to stop and maybe course correct yourself. Maybe stop in the middle of your session and bring them all together and break it down and give them a kind of knowledge nugget and to move forward. So
yes, yeah. And that's the important thing, and that's high social self-awareness and social awareness, because you maybe have felt that you taught this lift or said the intent of the program. However, athletes are not executing as well. So I could get mad at them for not going well, or hold the mirror up. Okay.
Yeah.
Timeout. I'm going to slow this down for you to make sure we are hitting all the points, which in the long run is going to benefit them, because then they'll understand it better at this moment in time. And then, okay, they're going to hold on to that nugget, hopefully, and then also realize when coach hits the record scratch on as the DJ, oh, I better listen up because I'm not focused.
No, absolutely. And I think, doing every day, telling the athletes or explaining things or debriefing them or after action report or however you want to phrase it. How did things go? How well? What do we need to change? Right? What are the nuggets? That's where the quote came in for me with men's basketball or running a session was, let's talk about the quote at the beginning. Let's talk about it at the end so I can leave you with something, some kind of a knowledge nugget, transfer or something to keep you thinking, keep you engaged for the next time, rather than just complaining at the end of the lift and telling them this was terrible, or, hey, this was a great lift, and maybe it wasn't a great lift. So I think there's definitely how you organize that from door to door, door in, door out, when they walk in the door until they leave, is a very important skill that doesn't get talked about a whole lot.